Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well today. I want to come on and just share a few little tips with you, things that I'm just really enjoying. This is a book that I'm working on right now. It's actually a paper bag book. These plaid things here are paper bags that I got at the store. So when I made this book though, I decided to put just plain old cream colored copy paper in there. So it hasn't been coffee dyed, nothing's been done to it. You can see how nice and flat it is. But I didn't want it to have a plain look. I want it to look stunning, but I didn't want to dye it at the time, and I just wanted it like that. So this is what I've been doing, and I'm actually really liking it. As I go along on each page, I'm kind of doing a page a day or a couple pages a day. I'm doing some stamping on it and just doing little things so that I can write on it. I wanted the pages available for writing. So this is what I've done. Let me show it to you. I really like how it's turning out. It's got a lot of texture and activity on it, but it's not coffee dyed. What I did, I used these large stamps that I got from Hobby Lobby. They're from Stampendas, I think. Anyway, I've never used them before. This is the first time I've used them, and I am in love with them. So let me show you what I did. Well, let me show you a few other pages first of all. So there's that. This is another page, and see, I picked up some blues in there. You can do different colorings, but you just get you get an active page with stuff happening, but it's not coffee dyed. There's another one, simple, and so I'm doing these with dates. So this one has 6 for the 6th day, this has a 7, there's an 8, that's what I'm doing with those. So let me show you how the pages are done though. It's really pretty easy and pretty awesome. I know some people just do not like coffee dyeing paper at all. They don't like the smell of it and stuff, and this is just a wonderful alternative to it. So these are my Tim Holtz inks, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to take them, the little one, and just kind of blot it around and take different colors. So I'm going to pick up different colors within my stamp. Pretty easy peasy. Put as much or as little of the colors that I want. I want just a touch of pink. I don't want a lot of pink, but I want just a little tiny burst. And then at the very end, what I'm doing, I'm taking the neutral, more of a neutral color, the Vintage Photo, and I'm stamping over the whole thing with the Vintage Photo. And then I'm coming over to my page and I'm just laying it on and lightly pressing. So I can press it as lightly or as heavily as I want, and that'll impact the stamp. So there's that, which I like. So I didn't get a lot of color in there. Let me do another one. I'm going to do it on the other side. Try to get a little bit more color than this. Go heavier on my pinks and oranges, but I still want a touch of green in there. I think I'll use a little bit darker green this time. It's fun. You never know what you're going to get. And now I'm going to take this back in. Okay, so now I'm going to go on the next page here. Cover that puppy up. So let me remove that. And I'm going to put this in this direction. So with this stamp, you can go any direction that you want. There's that. I definitely got more color. I like it. I really just love it. So especially with a fall type of book, see how it just picks up a variety of colors? Now this is an important thing too that I wanted to share. So I do plan on writing in this book. And some places might end up darker than other places. All I'm doing is taking this is a cheap paint from the dollar store, and if I think the place is too dark, I'm just kind of going over it with white. Just white paint. You can use whatever paint, you know, anything. You can also use gesso if you want to go over it more completely. But I like the look that it also creates. It brings white in there, especially since I have the cream page. So it just creates another really dimension of interest to the page. When I do this also, it brings moisture to the page, and so then it gives my paper a little bit more buckle and a little bit more movement that you would normally get from like coffee dyed paper. So there you go. That's basically that. So like if that's a little too dark. So that's right on the edge. So that's, I wouldn't even cover that one up necessarily unless, you know, I didn't like the look of it. But for the writing, you're more in this central area, and so that's what I would look at for places for that. Now, what I also want to show you is, let me give you a closer look. So let me wipe off my hands here. Okay. Now, make sure you don't have any paint on my book. Now what I also want to show you though is these pens that I got. So I wanted to write in the book, but as I was looking and I thought I really would like it to have color in it. And so what I did some research and I found some pens because I didn't want it bleeding through the pages. So this is a pen that's designed for thin paper, and it's designed, look at that, it doesn't bleed through at all. So you can write on it. It's called Mr. Pen Non-Bleed Fine Point. So you can write on it. You can get, they have protective nibs on them when you first use it. You can get different colors. This one came in a pack of whatever, 2, 4, 6 for like $7, I think, and I got it just on Amazon. So look at that, and it's like there's just nothing, not showing through at all. So they were actually designed for Bible journaling, and Bibles have that very, very thin paper. So it is perfect. So anyway, those are just a few tips that I want to share with you today, and I hope that helps you, and maybe it's something you want to try out. So have a great day, everybody, and I will talk with you later. Bye.